Okay dah.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. Welcome to our online class discussion. My name is Ifa and I will be your host in today for today's meeting. As part of the Human Resources team at New, our main task today is to discuss a very current issue, which is the misuse of company electronic device among our staff. As we all know, our company handles e-sport tournaments and depends heavily on technology for our daily operations. However, recently we have been receiving a lot of complaints that some staff have been using company devices for personal purpose like gaming, social media, or streaming during working hours. So, in this meeting, we will be discussing three main aspects, which are the factors, consequences, and solutions. So, I hope everyone will share your thoughts openly so that we can come up with the effective strategies together. So, can everyone hear me clearly?
Yes, we
Yes, we can,
can.
Dipa.
Alright, great. So let's start with the first part, which is the factors that lead to this misuse. So I would like to invite Farah to start with her point.
Okay, thank you, Dipa. In my opinion, one of the main factors that lead to this misuse is the lack of clear policy and supervision. Some employees are not fully aware of the company's rule about how to use device properly. When there is no strict policy or clear reminder, people tend to assume that it is fine to use company laptops or computers for their personal interests. For example, some of our staff use the company's gaming computer during free hours to play personal games or watch esport streams. They might think it is harmless, but it actually affects productivity and damages professionalism in the workplace. Um, Another point is the lack of supervision from the management. I think if supervisor or team leaders don't monitor or check the usage, some employees might take advantages from that. They might think, oh, nobody is watching, so it is fine. That kind of mindset is actually dangerous because it creates a culture where company property isn't respected. For a long time, this behavior can also lead to unfair situations where responsible employees must cover the work of those who waste time. It also affects team spirit and overall performance. Therefore, I think management should develop a clear IT policy, provide regular reminders, and assign supervisor to monitor the usage of company device. By doing this, employee will be more aware and responsible when handling the company equipment.
It's a really good point, Farah. I like it that you mentioned both the rules and the mindset. So anyone would like to respond to Farah's idea?
Yes, I totally agree with Farah. I think some staff did not mean to break the rule. In fact, they just don't know the limit. Therefore, it's not intentional misuse of company device. It is more of lack of awareness of the rule for proper use of the company device among employees.
Exactly, Aisha. That is why I think communication is so important.
Good discussion, ladies. Now let's hear another factor. Nasuha, please continue with your point.
Alright, thank you, Dipa. For me, another major factor is personal distraction. Since our company is more of young generation that involved in e-sport tournament era right now, many employees are interested with the trends such as in online entertainment. Sometimes they access their personal website because they don't want to miss any of their favorite live gaming or social media event. By doing that, it will prevent them from giving their full attention to their current task during their working hours. Besides that, they often to the entertainment to relieve work stress like scroll social media and watch YouTube for a while. But it's still leading to a misuse of company device for a short escape. This habit can quickly be impact a company performance.
It's a very true, Nasuha. You have highlighted something important, which is how personal habits and stress can influence work behavior.
Yes, I agree. I think staff sometimes try to justify it by saying it's just a 5 minute break, but it's turned into half an hour.
Yes, Shasha, exactly. That's why awareness is so important.
Good discussion, everyone. So far, we have identified that the misuse happens because of lack of supervision and personal distractions. Now, let's move on to the second part, the consequence. All right, Aisha, can you start with the first consequence?
Sure, differ. The first and most obvious consequence is low productivity. When employers spend time on personal activity using company device, their focus shifts away from work. Tasks that delay, deadline are missed, and the overall output is decreased. It may not seem serious at the first, but when several employees do this regularly, it really slows down the company performance. Client may also feel the impact when projects are not completed on time. Moreover, it creates unfairness among staff. Those who work diligently end up covering for others who are distracted. This can affect teamwork and morale too.
That is so true, Aisha. It is so frustrating when you see someone not doing their work but still getting the same salary.
Exactly. And that's why this issue needs proper action.
Well said, Aisha. Now, let's continue with the next consequence. Shasha, please go ahead.
Thank you, Deepak. Another serious consequence is the risk data security and company reputations. When employees misuse company device, they might visit unsafe website or download unverified file. This can expose the system to viruses or even hacking attempts. Imagine if an employee accidentally exposed tournament data or client information that could damage our company image and credibility. Sponsor or client might lose trust and confidence in our organization. And also, this could affect future collaboration and business opportunity. In addition, if screenshot internal email or document are shared externally, it can cause misunderstanding or conflict between company and client. This issue is not just about the entertainment, but also about the potential leakage of confidential information that could harm the company's reputation and operational efficiency.
Um, I'm sorry, Shasha. I'm not really clear about your explanation just now. So, can you explain more or maybe give me some example so that I can understand your point better?
Sure, Tika. For example, let's say one our staff use the company laptop to download a gaming application from untrusted website. That website might contain a virus and malware that secretly access company data. If that happened, sensitive information like client contract, tournament schedule, or sponsor agreement could be stolen and leaked online. This will not only harm our company reputations, but also the cause financial loss. Another example, if when staff use social media on company device and accidentally share internet information, such as a screenshot of internal discussions that are meant to be private. These actions it seem small, but they can lead to the serious cybersecurity issues.
Oh, so you mean if employee access any suspicious website, or maybe download an unverified apps, it can lead to virus or worse, data leaks that can expose the company information, right? So that kind of problem can really affect our reputations and also client trust. So now I get it. Thank you, Shasha.
Sure, no problems.
It's a great point, Chacha. Cybersecurity is very important for companies like ours that rely on digital platforms.
Yes, I agree, especially in a sport where a lot of confidential data about tournament, sponsor, and participant is involved.
Exactly. Once our reputation is affected, it's hard to rebuild trust.
All right, good sharing, everyone. Now that we have covered the consequences, so let's move on to the solution, which is how we can prevent this from continuing. So let's start with the Shokina for the first solution.
Thank you, Diva. I believe the first step for solving this issue is to implement a clear IT policy and monitoring system. The HR department should work together should work together with the IT team to design a policy that clearly states what is allowed and what is not when using company device. This policy should also include the consequences for those who break the rules, such as receiving written warning or facing disciplinary action. Besides that, the company can install a simple monitoring software, not for spying, but just to make sure all devices are used for work purpose only. For example, the system can track if employees spend too much time on gaming or social media website during office hours. This will help remind them to stay focused on their tasks. At the same time, management should clearly communicate this policy to all staff through meeting or email reminders so everyone understands and feel responsible. When the rules are clear and transparent, employees will be more careful and disciplined in using company device.
Oh, that is very practical solution. I agree that rules alone are not enough, so monitoring helps to make them effective.
Yes, Wara. And maybe management can remind staff through monthly briefing too.
It's a great suggestion, everyone. Now, moving on to the Auni, please share your solution.
Thank you, Diva. My suggestion is to hold training and awareness program for all staff. Many people misuse device because they do not fully understand how to use device effectively. So we can hold short season for our workshop on digital responsibility, cyber security, and time management. Maybe we can make it more interactive with quizzes or short video about workplace ethics, so they can easily understand what real ethics are, which they need to demonstrate. Poster and reminder can also be displayed around the office or sent via email so the message stays fresh in everyone's mind.
Yes, I love that idea, Auli. Sometimes visual reminders are more effective and attractive than long lecture.
Exactly, it's about building good habit over time.
Perfect, Auni. Thank you. And now, the last part. Atika, please share your solution.
Okay, so thank you, Diva. So for the final solution, I suggest that we introduce a new system, which are the reward and also a discipline system. The staff to follow the rule. Basically, use the company devices responsibly and also diligently could receive a small incentive like gift card, money, or maybe like an employee of the month recognition that will be displayed in the company to show other employees who is the best at the good work ethic. So by doing this, the employees will be more responsible as they will be aiming for the incentive, and the problem of misuse of the company devices can be reduced. But at the same time, the company can make an official I'm sorry. So at the same time, for those who misuse the company devices repeatedly, could receive an official warning by the management. This will make them more aware about the importance of being responsible during work, and in order to keep them working in the company. So with the both combination of both positive and also corrective action, this will create a balanced environment where the employees feel motivated, but also they feel accountable for what they did.
I totally agree with Atika. Sometimes people need to encouragement, not just warnings.
Well done, Atika. I like that approach. All right, before we wrap up, does anyone have any final thoughts?
Ah, I think everything we discussed is practical and achievable. What is important now is that management take action and follow through.
Yes, Farah. And maybe we can also evaluate progress every few months to see if the misuse is decreasing.
That's a great idea. Follow-up evaluation keep the policy alive.
I agree. To summarize, we have identified that the misuse happens mainly due to lack of policy and personal distractions. The consequences include low productivity and data leaks. And our solution involve policy implementation, awareness training, and a reward discipline system. This discussion has been very insightful. Thank you all for your cooperation. I will prepare the meeting notes and submit a summary to our head of department. Thank you again for your active participation. Let's continue to work together to promote professionalism and responsibility in our workplace.
Thank you, Deep.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
Deepa.
you.
All right, everyone. Thank you for your time. The meeting is now concluded. Have a great day.
Okay, have a great day too.
Okay.